Hello everyone, welcome back to Down Games, and today's video I'm back with another tutorial of how to create GTA style multiplayer open world game in Unity3d. So yeah, now let's begin. So where we left it from my first tutorial is this, where we can walk around, jump, yeah. So this is pretty much it, what we done in the first tutorial. I was talking for those who are completely new to Unity, so yeah. And now, what I done without that tutorial, I created the character prefab. So what I just done, created a prefabs folder and dragged and dropped character into it, and it created the prefab, which we can but many of them. So yeah. So now let's create some scripting a little bit, which will do a basic multiplayer menu to join the server and play inside of it. So yeah. So I created a script folder, and now let's create a JavaScript. Let's call it multiplayer menu. And now what I will do right now is this. I have already my clipboard this script. You can see it's 150 lines. So I'm going to explain everything. So yeah. Okay. So now let's begin. These are the variables. Just variables, that's it. And these three also. So from their name you can understand what it does. So client spawn is game object, so there is the spawn player prefab is the prefab of player, so we will use this guy. Then we have direct connect. This is just an if it checks in the if statement of onGUI function, because we cannot call many onGUI functions, different GUI functions. We have to set everything what to draw with if statements. So yeah. Then nickname1 is the thing when we will write inside, and when we press continue, then the nickname is being set as nickname1. Yeah. IP, port, as completely understandable things. Is it started? Do we enable GUI? Is it starting? This is when you press start server, when it's starting it, when once it's done it says started. So yeah. Game name, disconnecting. My character, this is when we spawn character, we get the character, so we will do whatever we want after the instantiate of that character. Then we have game name to game names, I don't know why. Refreshing and host. That's it. So now the functions. GUI drawing function on GUI, and it checks if nickname is nothing, empty nickname, asks you to enter nickname before showing any other options. So yep, it shows the buttons, continue, then GUI text area with enter nickname, then text field, which sets a nickname 1, and when we press continue it sets nickname to nickname 1. So yeah. Then we have if nickname is not equal to null. Okay, yeah. Another menu which appears right after entering nickname. If started equals false, if starting equals false, if enable GUI equals true, and direct connection equals false. So then it gives you the first menu, which shows you options: start server, direct connect, and refresh hosts. And also, if there are hosts, it shows, this is for loop that shows every detected host on LAN. I'm not pretty sure if it's on LAN, but I think it's not on LAN. It's just on that host master server which we connect. So I detected a host. So yeah, then it shows all that stuff. If we press this host y dot game name network dot connect host y. So yeah. Then we have, so there is a refresh. When we press refresh host, there is a refresh function. Let's see. Where is it? Master server request host list. Game name. Refreshing equals true. Oh, so game name is actually this thing. So we will call it Diamond Games Tutorial. So yeah, because if we will set level 1 from other games, we might get those kind of stuff. Yep. Hosts, and it will fail. Yep. Then we have this: if started equals false but starting equals true, and enabled UI equals true, and direct connection equals false. It shows the back function, start server. So yep, yep. So, and also text field with game name, how it will be found on host list. Yeah. So these are three things, and once you press start, it just starts the server. So there is that function. It says started equals true, debug log game name, network instantiate, initialize server, register host. So yeah. Also yeah, we can see this, and then if it started, then we have this disconnect and all other stuff. And once we press disconnect, there are two buttons, yes or no, they will appear. So if we press yes, it will disconnect. If we press no, which will remove is disconnecting, make it false. So disconnect function is basically this: network.destroy my character. So that's why we need it. So we will destroy after disconnecting. And yep, network.disconnect, and it will load again the level. And there is direct connection, so it shows this back, then IP port. So these are most direct connect to some kind of unregistered host. So yep, and then join IP function. Where is it? Network connect, IP, and port. So we have to convert a port to integer. So this is that code to convert it to integer, and right here we write the string, not integer. So yeah. So now let's move back. Did we save it? Yeah. So now we can go to scripts folder and attach this script to our main camera. And here we have client spawn. So we have client spawn, set client spawn on a player prefab. So prefabs and drag and drop player prefab. And also we are about creating empty object, which will be at complete 0 position, but the height will be at 3. So we want anyhow fall to wall to ground. So yeah, and let's call it client spawn. And now we are about deleting this character and go to main camera. Here we have it. So yep, that's pretty much it for here. Now we can basically start a server. Now let's create a basic script to just modify it. So this will be a thing like toggle the enable GUI with escape key. So not off, if input dot get key down, get key down, key code dot escape, and enable GUI equals true when enable GUI equals false. So now we copy this because I'm lazy, else if blah blah blah, and now if it equals false, then it's equals true. So yep, if it's one line code with one change when we don't need this thing, brackets, or how we called, I forgot their name, we don't need this, well, that was my old coding skill, so that's why I put these. There is no difference if we put these guys or not. There is no difference at all if there is only one change appearing or one function call, whatever. So now once we press this, you can see when we press escape button, but for the better experience, by default it should be enabled. So yep, and now start server, and now we can see this, we can walk around, that's good enough, awesome, really awesome, yeah, that's so awesome. But now we will get into one problem, which is called, like, let's build and run it. I will show you the problem. So yeah, see, I have this right over here, my nickname, and now I evoke some kind of right here, and if I press play right here and refresh host, you can see this game 1. You can see this is a really big problem which appears, and right here we can, the player controls both of them, so that's a really big problem which we can see. Yep, and actually there's only on that client or only on server the changes appearing. So yeah, that's really big problem, and right here it's not destroyed, so yeah. So to do this, we're about putting a network view, and it's in transform, and another thing is this, and another script, mp restrict character control script, and inside of it we will do function awake, if not network view dot is mine, then we're about to do get component in children, camera dot enabled equals false. So yeah, we disable the camera, and now disable audio listener, get component, okay, so simply audio listener audio listener, and then this is not invite children, which is mouse look. Okay, so everywhere but game object, game object, game object, also game object. So yeah, and now another thing is disable the movement. So which is that scripts, not no prefabs. It's FPS input controller. What this thing does. Okay. Access input. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. We basically don't have any input. Yeah. So yeah, so we're about disabling this thing, which is at the moment FPS input controller. So yeah, let's see. FPS input controller. So yeah, so now we basically have this thing. Okay, that's awesome. And now we're about applying these two scripts. Okay, now we have go to prefab, select this, and go to scripts. Go to the bottom, and no, we have only this to set up pot. Okay, so now we can save our scene and try to build it. So build settings, build, test 1. Okay. So now let's create 2 instantiates of this project. Okay, so this will be our host, and this will be our client. And now you can see we can walk around, and this is really awesome. We can walk around and do whatever we want, jump. Later on in the later tutorials, I will try to fix the stuff which makes, I don't know, which makes it laggy. So we will add some RPC calls, but for now we don't care about this thing. We don't need that running. So yep, actually guys, thanks for watching this tutorial, and then other tutorials I will begin creating shooting scripts. So yep, we'll wait for it. And anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Really, bye.